Like, do you believe that you became blind spiritually?
What?
Whole thing is spiritually connected because if you could see, I wouldn't be here. When I met Chidi, after he told me he was blind, I felt kind of relieved, like, oh my God, I don't have to be so self-conscious anymore.
Hi guys, welcome to my channel everyone, and thank you so much for watching. What's going on guys? I am Jade. If you're new here, please hit the like button and share this video. Listen, if I have to sum Rayne up in one word, I'll say, you know what? I cannot sum Rayne up in one word. But she, in my opinion, obviously strikes me as somebody who has narcissistic tendencies, low self-esteem, and some type of lack of awareness. Imagine standing before somebody who is blind and asking the person if they believe that his blindness is spiritual and that his own blindness is a spiritual connection to their relationship. Like, oh my gosh. So she's basically saying the universe looked at Chidi and said, you Chidi, somewhere in the future, you are going to make one woman called Rayne. You're going to make her really, really happy. This is going to be your life. You exist to fulfill Rayne's low self-esteem desires. And so there you go. You're going to make her happy. You're going to be in Nigeria and she's going to be in New Mexico. And somehow you guys are going to come together because it is your destiny. And that is only going to be made possible if you, Chidi, are blind. Like, can you even imagine? So the universe decided that they were going to torture Chidi in order for Rayne's life to be complete, in order for Rayne to get what Rayne wants. If that is not the height of narcissism, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Like, this is so wild to me. And she said it with a straight face. And she was so proud of herself when she was saying it. She was so proud of herself. Let's finish the video.
It allowed me to feel closer to him than anybody I had ever been with. It's crazy how it happened with him losing his eyesight on 2 different incidents. I definitely don't think that's no coincidence. I think something spiritual happened to him that made him lose his sight so that we could come together. It's just adding up to like the perfect thing. Do you believe that I was brought here by God himself as a miracle? Because your blindness is just not a normal occurrence. I mean, we've all been smacked in the face countless times and...
Well, of course. I believe.
He just said, well, of course, I believe. Like, crazy woman, leave me alone. This is why he thinks you're diabolical, because no sane person will say the things that comes out of your mouth, Rayne. No sane person. The lack of sensitivity to this man's plight, of him being blind. And you basically saying that the 2 incidents that led to his blindness, were as a result of some type of divine ordinance. Like, this is so pathetic. And for those of you who don't know, according to Chidi, he lost his eyesight on 2 occasions, right? And this has generated some type of debate conversation, because I went through the rabbit hole, guys. So there has been this conversation as to whether or not he told the truth about what led to his blindness. So he said the first time, on one eye, he went out with his friends to go pick apples or whatever, and then an apple fell and hit him in the eye. And then on the other account, he was at school, and then he fell and smacked his eye against the table, the desk, or whatever. So that was basically how he lost the other side. So there are some people who do not believe the story about his eyesight. Some people think he's lying. Some people think that he may have been born that way. He may have been blind, from birth. And others say, even though maybe he wasn't blind from birth, but maybe he was blind from a very young age due to some type of genetic defect or whatever. So that conversation has been going on. And then there are other people that are cussing these people out and say, oh, so you think he's lying? Why would he lie? Why would he lie about being, when he could just say he was blind from birth? Why would he lie about some freak accident that led to his blindness? And then it has been theorized that it might be because he's embarrassed to say that he's blind from birth. It just makes more sense. You can gain more sympathy by saying that you were blind from some type of freak accident. So that conversation is ongoing, let me tell you. Okay, so there is a whole rabbit hole. But regardless of how Chidi became blind, for Rayne to stand there in front of this man and say, your life as a blind person was all orchestrated, was all by design to please me, to make me happy. That is the height of insensitivity. That is the mindset of somebody who really lacks basic human decency, honestly. Who lacks the very basic human decency. Because if you had any type of human decency, you will not be telling this man that his blindness was by design to make you happy in life. Again, low self-esteem, because she knows the fact that she's even saying, oh, now I don't have to. When she realized that he was blind, she basically said, at least now I don't have to like worry so much about. She knows that she doesn't have what it takes, right? She lacks, whatever, maybe she believes that she doesn't have the physical appearance or whatever. But at the very least, she knows that Chidi is an upgrade for her. She knows that she's dating up, as they say. And so imagine having low self-esteem, imagine having low self-worth, imagine having narcissistic tendencies and inflated sense of self. So the universe, whoever was responsible, couldn't just say, you know what, I'm just going to pair these two together. No, the universe basically said, I'm going to pair this blind man. I'm going to give him a lifetime of struggle. Chidi seems like a very intelligent guy, obviously, regardless of, in spite of his impairment. But that is not to say that he has not faced a lot of challenges, also as a result of his impairment. So somebody up there will say, I'm going to put this man through so much pain and hurt and struggle just so that he can fulfill the desires of one woman called Rayne, who's going to come out from New Mexico down the line. Do you know how self-absorbed you have to be? How are you low self-esteem and self-absorbed and narcissist? Like, how is that even a combo? That is such a dangerous combination. You know what I mean? Dangerous combination. So yeah, this is why he wants nothing to do with you. Like, the insensitivity in what she said was just so grandiose and so sickening and so twisted. Like, who talks like that? For what? Like, you have low self-esteem. The least you can do is at least work on yourself. Like, you have all this insight. You have all this spiritual insight as to how Chidi became available to please you, essentially. And you cannot even work on yourself. So increase your chance at meeting other men so that you don't have to travel thousands of miles to a third world country to find a blind man. Because the way your behavior has been on this show, what it tells me is like, okay, the only person, literally the only person that will have you, only person that will put up with you is a blind man from Nigeria. Like, that's not saying a lot. Okay, that is not saying a lot, lady. So this is really sad and really pathetic, but yeah. Anyways, let me know what you guys think about this. What do you think about Rayne and what she said? This was not somebody trying to be insightful or to be so spiritually tuned and so spiritually knowledgeable. She just came across as a weirdo, as a narcissist, as a person who believes the entire world, or at least Chidi, exists only to please her. Like, yeah. Anyways, let me know what you guys think in the comment. Chime in. What do you think about the conversation about Chidi's blindness, and why he may have lied about how he became visually impaired. Let me know what you guys think in the comment. Like this video and share. Catch you guys later. Bye.